Hello and welcome to episode 44 of the award-winning FUTBIN podcast. It's World Cup season. It's officially here. And boy, so far, is it delivering. Not only on the football pitch, but also is FC keeping up to date with the hype. We'll be discussing all things FC 26 with myself, Richard Buckley, alongside one very, very familiar face in Dan. He's back again. Sleeping pattern is completely out the window. But we're enjoying it.
Oh, I'm well into it. Yeah, I've missed one game. I missed one half so far, and that's because we were stuck on a train for 4 hours back from London last week. So I missed the second half of Mexico. Every other game I've been there. Sleeping pattern is way off, but we've got time to fix that once the tournament's over.
And we have got a guest for the very first time here on the FUTBIN pod, a good friend of ours, professional player, E-Premier League finalist, content creator, and pro club striker, Mr. RSD.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
How are you enjoying the World Cup so far?
I'm real. It fits my sleep schedule, you know? I'm going to sleep at 7 a.m. anyway. These games, let me watch Jordan. I'm here. I'm ready to watch these games.
We're locked in. We're locked in. What's coming up on today's episode, I hear you as well. We've got all the usual things, hot or not, squad surgery brought to you by Loaded. We've also got another brand new mystery shirt to be unveiling and letting you know how you can get your hands on them at home as well. Path to Glory Team 2, plenty more discussion with the promo upcoming, and Gauntlet has been updated to 5 squads. Our thoughts and feelings, and is it actually worth the grind? But let's kickstart where we always do with the brand new team for the promo. It's Path to Glory Team 2. I mean, first things first, do we know how many Path to Glory teams we're getting? Was it just the 2?
I think it was.
The amount of players that's been released, I mean, there could end up being 5 Path to Glory players for every nation at this point. A lot more considerably cheaper than Path to Glory Team 1. I think that's safe to say. In terms of the big hitters, shall we say, there's only a handful of players over that 1 million coin mark. You're looking at Isaac, Inaki Williams, Jude Bellingham, Florian Wirtz, Kunde. I don't think my eyes are missing anyone else from the promo. Dan, I'll come to you first. World Cup fever is here. Path to Glory Team 2, is it delivering?
I think so. Like we said, like last week, we've got a similar number of big names in there, and we've already had plenty of upgrades. And we'll get into the upgrades specifically later, but we're already seeing like how good this promo is. It's not even been in packs for a week, and we're already getting upgrades on most of these cards. There's a good chance that even if it is just that one win in the group stage, most of these cards will get a slight upgrade. And like I said last week, the variation of nations in these is really nice. Like I think there's only, out of the 48, only 4 nations don't have a Path to Glory card. I would have thought they'd given it to everyone, but it's a nice coverage, and it's for once it's nice to see a lot of promo cards. I know most of the time we're like, oh, we're getting 50 cards here, 50 cards here. This is the promo where it's a bit acceptable. Like you're giving every single nation a Path to Glory card, and no matter how far they progress, there's some involvement for each nation, which is what I really like about the promo.
Absolutely. Ricky, I mean, from a big hitters standpoint, in terms of the big players in the team, a lot of players looking at Florian Wirtz as an item, playstyles, especially as a cam centre mid, just offer you a lot. Who have you used in this team, shall I say, first? Who have you liked? And maybe who's a couple of recommendations from yourself?
The main thing is, who haven't I used? I bought every single card, I think, except from Wirtz. Wirtz is the only guy I've not used. Jude Bellingham is probably the best centre mid I've used on the game, when you can make him lengthy now as well. Like, he has, if you trigger your centre mids like I do a lot, he is basically one of my strikers. So him being lengthy and having 2 shooting playstyles, pluses, is huge for me. Alexander Isaac as well, that card. I played him on the right, off cam, out of position. Honestly, he's one of the fastest cards I've ever used. Him and Inaki Williams, both on the right. Honestly, it's 2 of the fastest cards I've used. For anyone else, like the cheaper ones, Kalinoglu is insane as well. The 3 passing playstyles and the intercept plus. So yeah, a lot of good cards in this promo.
I mean, when you look at someone like Kalinoglu, 450k, But the 97.1 on the meta rating, on the FUTBIN rating, he's right up there as one of the best midfielders, centre mid, CDMs on the game. In terms of kind of the lower priced items, Dan, I know you like yourself a bargain. Is there anyone in there that you like the look of, especially after we've almost seen? I mean, what we're recording Wednesday, 2:30 p.m. There is probably only 6 to 8 nations, I think, that we've not seen yet. So we've seen a lot of the clubs and the nations play. Who are you liking the look of, Dan?
I used Iran Kunda this weekend. He was really, really good. I'm a big fan of him in real life anyway. Like he's one of the players I've been watching for a while. So it's nice to finally see him get a really good special card. Annoyingly, I used him on Friday, sold him. Obviously, he then scored and then he shot up in price straight away after the Australia game. But yeah, I think he's a card I really like. He's really, really quick, really good shooting for like 30k. It's a really good pickup. I don't know how many more upgrades Australia are going to get. Like, I can't see them winning all 3 group games. But I mean, if they beat the US, then maybe. I imagine they'll beat Paraguay fairly comfortably. So maybe you've got a good chance of getting that third win for the second 99 stat. But for the rest of them, I've not actually used too many. I think Robinson, nice cheap option at left back. I know you like your USA picks. Got his upgrade straight away. But yeah, I think anyone that's got a good chance of getting any sort of... You kind of know the nations really that are going to get some sort of upgrades. Yeah. But even those, like we saw Saudi against Uruguay, they probably could have got a win. Like, they looked pretty decent. Even the ones that we kind of expected not to get any upgrades probably still might get 1 or 2.
The player that I'm going to jump in on here is actually the Egyptian Zizo. I was really impressed by Egypt in their opening game. And when I actually look at this item in a bit more detail, Rapid Plus, I really like that play style. Finesse, incisive. You're looking at pinged, low-driven, ticky, long ball, technical, quick step. The problem is, I think he's so versatile. You don't really know where you want to play him. You play him in the 10, but Rapid Plus is a 10, maybe not the play style that you want. You probably want maybe another passing play style in there, maybe technical plus. But I really do like this item. I think off the bench is probably where he thrives most, especially where you can play him right mid, right wing, cam, centre mid as one of those sort of playmakers for 25k. I think Egypt have got a decent chance of progressing out the groups and maybe even a winning a knockout game. So, yeah, that's going to be my pick. I'll come over to you next, Ricky. Who do you like the look of?
I think Lee Kangin, Abril. And for me, Inventive Plus is probably not the greatest playstyle, but he still has 3 hugely good playstyles pluses with finesse, low, and rapid. He also has pinged, which I love on a wide mid. I can't play without it, to be honest. Ticky, quick step, he's got everything you want. And Korea are playing some good football out there. They were playing some really good football, and their group they could still easily win against who have they not played? They haven't played South Africa yet, and then another one as well. So
yeah, I like it. I really like it. Plenty of options, plenty of players to be picking up there. And let us know down below. Are you in on Path to Glory? Who's your go-to players? Who have you invested in? Who are you looking to pick up maybe? The one thing I will say, all these players, live items, if you're invested in the market, make sure you're keeping an eye on things. If Croatia go 1-0 up against England as of tonight, expect that Jude Bellingham to maybe crash a little bit in price. Things like this are very volatile, so just make sure you're on the pulse of the transfer market whenever these Path to Glory items are in action. Speaking of action, once again, Loaded are providing all the action, an opportunity for you to win some incredible prizes, FC points, thanks to Loaded. And let's see who this week the lucky winner of Squad Surgery is going to be.
Yes, it's time for Squad Surgery, in which we'll be giving you the chance to upgrade your team thanks to our good friends over at Loaded. Every week, we'll put out a social media post asking for you to submit your team, and this lucky winner will be getting loaded with funds to take their team to the next level. Tattoo Techers was our winner this week, and their account got loaded. As always, we'll start with the goalkeeper. I'll give her my recommendations, we'll work our way up to the striker, and give you a full breakdown on the team. We're getting to the point of the year Every team does look very good, but there are some changes that we can be making. Unfortunately, in goal, I'm going to get rid of Memo Ochoa. He's a legend of the game. It's his 6th World Cup this year. It's so nice to have him back in the game. He's just unfortunately a bit terrible. I've used him. I've tried to use him and get along with him. He's just not great. Just every kind of shot just seems to go past him. Even with like far reach, footwork. I don't know what it is about him. He just seems a little short. Not kind of reaching those far corners, which is annoying because I really wanted to use him. I saw him back in the game. I was like, yes, let's get him in the team. He's just not great, honestly. Right, he's just not that good. So in goal, I'm going to recommend like another Path to Glory player. Will stay relevant to the promo. I'm going to say Emi Martinez. Argentina looked really, really good last night, so he could be in for some upgrades. 99 base stats. I don't know how they're going to work with goalkeepers. We'll see like once he gets his upgrade. But yeah, I think Martinez coming about the 150 to 200k mark. I think Argentina will go far. So you're investing there. You're getting a good goalkeeper now and some good upgrades. Defense is pretty good. Like I really like the Digne and Diaz down that left hand side, but it is the right hand side that I'm going to make some changes to. Right back, I'm going to bring in like a slightly cheaper-ish option. It's a current SBC. It's Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He came out yesterday. He's not lengthy, but I still think he's a very, very good option for that right back slot. And coming around the 100k mark, he's really not terrible. Your right centre half, I think that's Trusty. I'm not very clued up on my Americans or Celtic players, but anyway, he's going. It doesn't matter what his name is. He's getting rid. And there's 2 I'm going to suggest. One's a little more of a pricier option, but he's probably guaranteed more upgrades, and that's Ezri Konsa. I think England are going to pretty far in a tournament, as I've said plenty of times. Again, he's like Martinez, very good card now, but has the potential to get rated even further. And then one that probably won't get many upgrades, but is a very, very good card now is Abdulkadir Kusanov from Manchester City and Uzbekistan. Yeah, I think you less than 100k. I think he's probably about the 80, 70, 80k mark. Very, very good card, very quick, very good defending, very good physical. So if you don't want to go out and get Konsa and spend a little bit more, Kusanov is a very good option. Into the midfield, 2 of these 3 I really, really like. Well, I actually like all 3 of the cards. Adams and Odegaard are staying 100%. I don't mind the Ferguson. Like, honestly, he's a good card, but there's a couple that maybe you want to change. Schlager, the new SBC, I think he came out a couple of days ago, the Austrian midfielder. Obviously, they've already got 1 win. He's got a 99 stat coming. And then Jibril Sow, the Swiss midfielder from the token store. Use these FC points, get a couple of those exchanges completed. You don't even have to play the game. You don't even have to play the game. You can go and get this card straight away. You get some of the exchanges done, get the tokens, get him in the team. Yeah, I think it's a really good option. And both of those probably have a better upgrade chance than Switzerland, if we're being real. Not than Switzerland, than Scotland. They struggled against Haiti. So I don't think the Morocco-Brazil games they're going to have much luck in. On to the front 3. The big standout here is obviously Neymar. He's only been in the game a week, so we're not going to get rid of him. There's probably a lot that's gone into that Evo. So we're not going to touch Neymar. He's going to stay in the team. On the right, Iran Kunda. Big Iran Kunda fan. I've been watching him, been aware of him since like he was at Adelaide when he was like 15. He's like a ridiculous talent. He's so nice. He's got a really good promo card. And it is a very good card. And I'm gonna suggest you keep him in the team. It is ridiculous. He's super quick on the ball, got a really good shot, and a really good option for that right winger. I'm gonna change the striker though. I believe it's Hurst, the Scottish striker. Again, similar excuse to Ferguson. Like it's a good card. I just don't see Scotland getting many upgrades. He'll get the 99 he's got the 99 from the Haiti game. I just don't see him getting any further. They maybe sneak out the group in that 3rd place spot. Wouldn't hold out too much hope. And the guy that I'm going to suggest is actually a free card. He only requires a little bit of time, and it's Said Al-Awairan, the new Journey of Nations card. Again, it's probably when you get done anyway playing the game, but if not, make sure you go out of the way to complete him. And that's it for another week of Loaded Squad Surgery. Let's get back to the podcast.
Once again, congratulations, and hope you definitely do load up your account and improve that team. Let's move on to the token store. It feels like the conversation always is revolving around tokens. I mean, I've been in your stream, Ricky. I've been in a lot of people's streams. People asking, do I save my tokens? Am I spending them? When do I redeem them? There's a lot of still confusion and also, I think, conversation about these tokens. I'll just come to you first as a blanket question, really. Ricky, what do you make of the tokens? Is it something that you like being in there? Obviously, look, you're a 15-0 player. You're getting high rewards week in, week out. Do you prefer having the tokens than the guaranteed rank 1, where you can sort of pick what you want?
Yeah, no, I think it's actually a benefit for the rank 1 players because you just get more, like more special cards. For me personally, I think when I've spent like 3 hours to get a rank 1, to open like 1 or 2 packs is a bit strange, I feel, where like before I'd open like 10 packs. And like, even though the packs were worse, I feel like just sometimes the quantity just to open loads of packs is more fun. But the 3 of 12 pick, which what you can get for 11 wins, is probably the most broken thing I've seen for like based on rewards. Even though mine weren't great, I've seen so many of like very, very good rewards. So I think it's better.
We got some new players in the regular token store that got refreshed, Dan. I suppose just a bit of an explainer on this token store now. We've seen it refresh over the week. What are people going to be expecting in terms of new things each week? It's just the players, if I'm not mistaken, that are going to be refreshing. The packs are going to be staying the same.
Pretty much. Well, it'll still be the same sort of packs. It'll just be updated for the promo, I guess. So like whatever Path to Glory Team 1 packs we had, it'll just get updated on the Friday at 6 to Team 2. But yeah, the new players are really the big thing you should be looking out for. And I expect as we get into the later World Cup promos, they're going to be even better. But saying that, these 3 cards this week were really nice. I think they're good options. For the cost as well, like 100 tokens, you can get that for minimal effort. Like I know a lot of people are sweating for that 2,000 token Evo, and have been really grinding to get the max every week and cap it out. But if you don't have the time and you're only picking up a few hundred tokens per week, I think the players are some really good options, and it's just a nice change for your team. The Mane, really, really impressed with this card. Like Senegal looked good yesterday as well. So like, granted they didn't beat France, probably not going to beat Norway, but you'd think they beat Iraq. Like
high goal difference, maybe go through as one of those best thirds.
Yeah, you get a +1 overall, and you take it to a 95 for 100 tokens. I think you get that for a very, very small amount of effort.
Do you like the other 2 players?
Dara Scatter, really, really good. I used him as well. He was my 10 this weekend. Can play striker as well, which I think he'd be a good striker. But yeah, I used him at attacking mid. Really, really nice item. But like I said, like for the small amount of effort you've got to put in, you probably do 1 champs run, and you can pick, or 1 rivals run, and you can pick up all these cards. If that's all you want to do, like the Evo's great, but I don't think you're not missing out if you don't get it, because we're going to get a similar Evo, probably maybe not instantly. There is going to be Evos that match that at some point in the game, so you're not missing out completely. But yeah, these are just some nice fun cards to use for like a little time spent playing the game.
I suppose I'll ask you, Ricky, in terms of not the champs tokens, but the regular tokens. Yeah. Are you eyeing up anything? Are you eyeing up the Evo? Are you saving to sort of see what you can spend? Like, where's your thought process?
Currently, I'm looking at my screen. I'm on 1,895 tokens. I've been grinding. I've only got 100 left before the refresh, or 105, I guess. I'm eyeing up the Evo. Me personally, to get incisive as a 4th playstyle and make the guy 97 rated or whatever it is. I think I need to craft an Evo first, like a chain. But that Evo looks very, very good. I'm real.
I know a lot of people. I mean, we talked about him last week. Neymar seems to be the commonplace for that Evo. Is there anyone else for you that you're thinking of potentially looking at, or do you think it'll just be a Neymar evolution?
You know, I might go to Pi. He's obviously a new guy as well. But Neymar, I've got multiple accounts. I play. I'm a sad guy. You know what I mean? I play 4 accounts. So I've got an account with Neymar, and that guy moves, man. He is one of the silkiest cards. Like, maybe just because it's like recency bias he's been added, but he feels so good on the board, even when I'm not fully upgrading properly.
Go ahead, Dan.
I'm surprised he's not been given a promo card yet. I thought they would have added him straight in that promo team, but I guess they kind of let people spend their money on the first few promos, then we'll drop him in the final week as like a 98.
Do you know what would be hilarious? And I say hilarious because I'm not doing a Neymar Evo. They just dropped Neymar in the token store for like 2,000 tokens, like a 97 Neymar, and you could just go and buy him outright. In terms of the champs tokens, I know we talked a little bit there about the the rewards you can actually get. I was very lucky this weekend myself. I played a lot of games last night as of recording to try and get through them. I had a very busy weekend. Basically just played golden goal. If I scored first, I played out the game. If they scored first, I just backed out. Finished 10-5. Took the 400 token reward, which was 293 plus Festival of Foot Path to Glory picks, and got Jude Bellingham. So champs for me was fantastic. I think in terms of the rewards itself, I think a lot of people seem much happier for that sort of 9 to 12 range than they were before. I think for the people who are finishing 5-6 wins, I don't think there's a lot there for you. You've got to stack. You're finishing probably 2 or 3 champs and then redeeming something that you want. And I think for people who are comfortably getting 14, 15 wins week in, week out, it's really like you get what you want. Like if you want to try and risk it on that big, is it 12.93 plus, and you get 3 picks, you can get, there's potential to get something pretty incredible there. In terms of the refresh in the champ store for the tokens, we got some new players again. Is it intriguing, Dan, that they're going with the national pride in the champs stores, not Path to Glories?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I think because you then just get to pick whatever you want with this card. It's kind of like if they set them at this price and they already gave Madueke like set play styles, you may be less likely to go and pick him up. But if you can pick up this card,
is there any value in picking these national pride players from the champ stores?
I really don't know, because like you look at the stats on that card and you think it's a really good item. You can put whatever playstyles you want on it, like 3 elite playstyle pluses, 8 of the perfect base playstyles. I think maybe if they were a little cheaper. I think the price is the issue because they're too close to these elite packs that we're seeing people hit like multiple 96 rated out of. I think I saw one guy get Vinny and De Bruyne last week from that pick. Like, you're obviously taking that over a 95 Madueke that's costing a couple hundred tokens less. Do
you think it's the price, Ricky, rather than the actual players themselves? If they were 200 tokens and you can get 3 for 6, you get 600 tokens, you get all 3 players. I think, would people be more inclined?
Yeah, 100%. See, I made a deal with my chat on one of my accounts that I had to take both of them, Kim Min-jae and Madueke, even though I wanted the packs, but they forced me into taking these 2 cards. But Kim Min-jae actually looks very, very good. Obviously, like he's 6'3", he's lengthy, he's got good pace, and obviously you pick the playstyles. So like instead of risking it, it's actually not too bad for him. But Madueke for me, not lengthy for a wide mid. No 5-star skills, but he's still very, very good, like stats-wise. It's not a perfect card. Like I'd only pick one of these cards if they were perfect. Like Kim Min-jae is perfect, I'd say.
So you could make Kim Min-jae perfect.
Yeah.
Talk me through it. 3 playstyle pluses, 8 silver playstyles. What are you putting on him? If you're doing it right now, build the perfect centre back.
Intercept plus, bruiser plus, and I'm actually going to go anticipate instead of quick step, which is a bit different because I think you get more of like a sticky tackle sometimes with just like normal tackles with anticipate. And then I go quick step, jockey, slide, aerial fortress, block. What am I missing? Let me look at my screen.
Any passing playstyles?
Pinged. Yeah. So 7. And I go relentless. Okay. Relentless. Because I team press quite often, so I need him to keep his stamina.
There you go. I mean, in terms of the actual the third player as well, we'll just run through it quickly. It just maybe you package these together, Dan. It's like you get all 3 for 600 tokens. I just think there needs to be some incentive for people to take these national pride players. I would love to see the percentage on these players getting picked because it has to be, I would say, less than 1% of people who are redeeming champs tokens. I have not played against a national pride player yet.
No.
And I've played champs for 2 weekends now.
So I think I got 9 wins this weekend, so I just fell short of the tokens for these players. And never did I think like, let me save these tokens, get over that 600 point mark.
Yeah.
Next weekend, stack them and I'll pick one of the players. Like, I just think the packs are such a better option. Granted, like, yeah, I know we've said this many times, you can make it the perfect card, but I think, yeah, for the price, it's just not that appealing. Like, people would just rather take the risk. Obviously, we know everyone in this community is just like degenerate gamblers. Like, if you give them a chance, if you give them a chance at something, like you see somebody get a good player, like you got a Jude out of your reward. I took the same reward and got a Jonathan David, but I'm still going to take that pick every week because you got Jude.
EA Sports Red List.
Exactly.
Champions League top one.
Get me on that list for FC 27.
Just to confirm, there is no list for good pack luck before everyone starts talking about that. Let's move on to talk about some guarantees, and that is with the SBCs. We got some pretty decent SBCs over the week. The segment now, Ricky, it's called Hot or Not. I will give you 5 SBCs, and all I need you to tell me, are they hot or are they not? Should they be completed or should they be missed? We're going to start with Path to Glory, Pedro Neto. 560k right now. Is he a complete or is he a miss?
I would complete him. I've used him. He is unbelievable on the ball, silky, and obviously Portugal are a big nation here. I think they have a good chance of going far. So he will probably get the upgrades. We haven't seen them play yet, as of right now, but I would use him, yeah, or I would get the card.
Up next, Path to Glory, Wan Bissaka, coming in at 100k, obviously representing Democratic Republic of Congo.
Value-wise, he's probably not too bad, but he wouldn't go in my team. He's not. If he was 6'1", he'd be straight in the team, I'll be real. But because he's not the lengthy height, he's not playing for me, so no.
Up next, National Pride, Tim Payne.
Obviously, you get to pick the play styles.
Yep.
But I don't know what's his value.
40k.
Okay, then yeah, probably if you want a cheap card, I don't mind it. I actually don't mind it.
Not National Pride. Path to Glory, Alexis McAllister, coming in just over 600k.
I think he's missing a few play styles, to be honest. But Argentina are looking very good. So like, it's like the risk versus reward. Like if you think Argentina are going to go far, I think you should complete. But if you think they're not going to do that well, then I would leave it.
And finally, the most expensive SBC of the week, End of an Era, Alexia Putellas, 1.1 million coins.
I think she's an S tier card. I think she is one of the best cards of, like, one of the best SBCs we've had all year, to be honest. But obviously, it is a very, very expensive card. So I do think, like, if you just wait a few weeks, you'll probably pack someone as good. But, like, she, as of right now, she is one of the best cards.
I want to talk a little bit in further detail. By the way, it's a 5 for 5 complete. It's a 5 for 5 hot week in Hot or Not, maybe for the first time in history. This Putellas, obviously, there was rumour and innuendo that it was going to be coming out. She's had a lot of good items this year, Dan. When you look at the team of the year, the team of the season, the Champions League winning item, the 96 rated. Do we compare this to other big SBCs we've had this year, or is it in its own sort of microcosm of you can't compare Alexia Putellas to Mo Salah, for example? What do you think to it?
I really don't know. I'm struggling with this one because like it obviously isn't an elite card, like, and it has to be. She's one of the greatest players like in the game. They're not going to make it a bad card. My issue is she already has 2 96 rated cards. And, like, I'm sure the team of the season is, like, what, 150k? Like, granted, yeah, you're losing out on a Playstyle Plus and a few small stats. But for the price, I just don't see where that added value. Maybe I'm not an elite level player. So maybe I'm missing something. I just don't see where that extra million coins is coming in for one Playstyle Plus and a couple of +1s and +2s on the stats.
I mean, for you, Ricky, you said it was one of the best SBCs, one of the best players in the game. Where is the value? What is the upside to completing it? Is it the Playstyle Pluses, the ping, the incisive? Is it the base intercept? What do you think it is? What do you put it down to?
Well, if you go from the tops to that card, like the Playstyle Pluses are a drastic change. You go from low driven and first touch to finesse and ping and incisive. 3, and if you use technical's obviously very, very good as well. So that's 4 elite playstyles. Whereas the TOTS has 1, like Tiki Taka. Like you don't need Tiki Taka Plus. You can use Silver.
Closer to this item.
Yeah.
But even still.
Yeah. It's and you get an extra playstyle. What's the playstyle extra on? Are you missing there? Quick step.
No, it's
quick step.
Technical. Oh, on the pluses.
No, on the silvers. On the silvers, the quick step.
Yeah.
Like the quick step is obviously a drastic thing if you trigger your midfielders. So for me, like she is very, very good.
Happy with the price? Was it just an auto complete? Did you even think about it? I mean, 1.1 million coins.
Me?
Yeah.
No, the price was definitely a factor, and I'd prefer the less squads and more expensive in the squads, to be honest, because just too many squads to do. Like it's very like.
I say that all the time.
Yeah, no, I think that's a lot of things that put people off it. Just see how many squads it is. Like it's like 11. Like if it's like 4 like major squads, I'd prefer to do that than all the little ones.
I think you can tell as well, Dan, that it's conflicted when you look at the upvote to downvote ratio. It's almost dead even. 1,041 upvotes, 1,010 downvotes, just under 1,000 comments. People don't know how to feel about this player.
No, I think I'm the same. Like we said, like I don't mind it being that price. Yeah, it's just you got to get through 18 squads to complete it. Like,
what's the time?
I think we're still got we've got like 3 weeks, 3 more weeks.
5th of July.
Start of July, yeah. You've got time to complete it, which I think. I'm not sure whether it was the Salah or there was like another big SBC we spoke about earlier.
Salah
in the year.
was 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, like, you had no time at all to get that Salah, whereas this is half the price of Salah. You've got near enough a month to complete it. It's one you can work towards for sure. But yeah, I've not made a start on it just because I don't want to go for doing 18 squads.
The next SBC I just very quickly want to talk about. This Alexis McAllister. I'm very intrigued to see you can see the upvotes and downvotes on FUTBIN here. He's widely downvoted, 500 more downvotes to upvotes. I wonder how many people completed it after Argentina won last night. They come on today, they see McAllister and think, you know what? I mean, I can complete it now and get a 99 sub attributes instantly because they won the game last night. He's got until the 27th of June. I'm not sure on the calendar for Argentina and their game structure. I would imagine they're going to have played 2 games by the time this McAllister's expiring, which, if they win both games, would put them through, guaranteed, on 6 points. So you're looking for a +1, so you're actually completing a 96 rated item. There's a world in which they win all 3 group games, and then you're looking at another 99 sub attribute. So by the time you actually complete it, you might actually be getting a 96 rated McAllister, not the 95 out the tin. When was that game, Dan?
So they play Austria on the 22nd, which I would say that's their hardest. I say hardest. Yeah. It's still a very easy game for them. That's probably the hardest of the 3. So they play them on the 22nd, and they play Jordan the day after this SBC expires. But
so if they beat Austria, you're probably looking at 3 wins out of 3.
Looking at 3 wins. You're looking at top in the group. They then get an easy round of 32 game. You're probably looking at minimum round of 16.
I think all of this really, Ricky, comes down to if they make it to the round of 16, what's the 4th playstyle plus they give him? Because if they give him an S tier playstyle plus, if you're playing him at CDM, if it's another passing playstyle, if it's incisive, if it's I don't even know, something quick step or something that just takes him that next level up, this could end up being a real good item. And look, I got burned on Enzo Fernandez in the World Cup of 2022. I got burned on Yuri Tielemans where I didn't complete the SBC for Aston Villa. A lot of people, how are we going to get burned by Alexis McAllister again in this World Cup?
I think so. I'm actually not going to do it, but I think now looking at it, like they are most likely going to get to the round of 16, which I think in my head now they have to give him Tiki. If they don't give if this card gets to the end game and it doesn't have Tiki Taka Silver or Gold, I don't know what's going on there, to be honest. But I think I'm going to risk it and get burnt by it because I'd prefer like Putellas or something like that. Obviously, it's more expensive, obviously, but you can just wait. I'm willing to wait for the last couple of days, and if Argentina are looking the best I've ever seen, I'll probably get it done.
Yeah. if Messi scores another hat trick against Austria, then it's an auto-complete.
Yeah. What I do think with these live items and the play styles, I believe they take one of the silvers and upgrade it to a gold.
Ooh, okay.
I think we spoke about this with the Champions League cards, and they tend to take one of the silvers, upgrade it to a gold. So it'll be one of those.
Probably incisive.
Probably incisive, yeah.
And then that takes it to like a really, really elite card.
But still, a CDM sentiment with no tiki-taka at all.
Yeah, it's a bit worrying.
Feels like a miss. Is there another chance, actually, I'm just reading here, to get another playstyle plus get to the final? So, which there's a world in which this item doesn't get ticket at all, even if they win the World Cup. So just take the information we're giving you, and if you want to complete Alexis McAllister, there's upside, and there's also certainly downside as well. Something where there's no downside at all is with our fantastic friends over at Mystery Shirt. Dan, we got sent another mystery shirt, just like you can at home. FUTBIN.com/mystery shirt. You can go on the site now. There's plenty of different boxes, continental, Europe, or sort of rest of the world boxes as well, all to get involved in. Pre-order now and use code FUTBIN15 to get 15% off. Dan, what have we got this week?
I've been sent 3 for like future episodes. I've got 3 to pick from.
Can we guess? Me and Ricky, can we have a guess?
Yeah, I think these are any. I actually can't remember whether these are like Champions boxes or the World boxes, so it could just be any team at all.
Okay.
No one. I've not opened this. I thought I put my sticker over it, so no one in the office can open it either.
Okay, I'm gonna guess any team. Let's go World Cup. I'm gonna say Sweden.
I'll go with the boys. Brazil. I'll go Brazil.
Okay. Let's have a look.
Match. You gotta put it on as well. We've got to be matching if you get it.
Right. I'll show you that first. I don't know if you can read that.
Oh,
is that a good one?
You're actually closer, I think. Than,
yeah.
Right. Let's try and as best. Very, very nicely packed. I don't know how loud this is going to be over the mic.
It's okay. It's fine.
Let's try. We'll pull that out.
If it's a shirt, I'm thinking it's going to be nice.
You've done well.
Nice. I think it's what, Corinthians?
Corinthians. So you were right with Brazil, not the
national
team. Yeah, you've done well there. In every box, you get that little card that explains
tells you
where the shirt is from. Yep.
Should I put this on for the rest of the episode, or?
You know what? Yeah. You step off camera, and I'll show the people at home.
You show on the site. I'll get this on.
Yeah. As I said, FUTBIN.com/mystery shirt is the place to go. You get a premium mystery shirt box. Unlock the mystery, wear the history. Use code FUTBIN15 to get 15% off. You can also vote on Messi or Ronaldo right now. I'm sure Messi is getting a lot of votes. And these are the boxes that you can pick up. A Champions box, which are elite clubs with Champions League pedigree. You can get a Nations box, the official national team shirts. The European box, which is an official shirt from a European club. Or, just as Dan got right there, the Adventure box, shirts from beyond Europe for £41.65. Also, there is plenty of shirts for smaller football fans. The kids box for £34. As we remember, use code FUTBIN15 and also tag us on social media if you do pick up a mystery shirt, and I'm sure we'll be giving you a social media retweet. That is our friends at Mystery Shirt. And once again, thank you for providing us with some incredible stuff. I think next week's me, and I'm excited to see what I get. Let's jump in very quickly. I want to talk about the Gauntlet before we go on to the Path to Glory upgrades and some of the funny things that EA have been doing, because I think this is a bit of a bigger discussion. The Gauntlet came in this season. I remember right at the start of the game, I think it was it Jamie, Foot Economist? He said it's got up to 5 rounds.
Yep.
We've finally gone to 5 rounds. First things first, I suppose, on the Gauntlet, just as a whole, Ricky, you're someone who plays maybe more FC than anyone I know, just in terms of the sheer amount of hours on the game. Like, you are a hardcore player, just as me and Dan are. What have you made of the Gauntlet? Is it something you turn the stream on and play it, or is it just sort of something that if you finish your champs, you finish rivals, I'll jump on the gauntlet.
Yeah, I think it's a something to do thing, but obviously the rewards are actually very, very good. But I feel like you have to be a high level player to get the top rewards. So I actually don't know what the lower level stuff is, because you have to go flawless 3 times, which to get the perfect rewards, which is obviously pretty hard for most. Obviously, I play the game a lot, so I'll probably get it done. I've done 1 set so far, 1 of 1, but I haven't finished it yet.
So when we actually talk about those objectives, Dan, I'll give you the floor. So this is the gauntlet objectives right now within Eto, I suppose. You've got to do quite a lot, right, to actually get this over the line.
Yeah, and I think we've gone from like, I think we started Gauntlet and it was like the first couple were like, yeah, you have to win the full thing to get the reward, get the player, which is what everyone was after. Then I think they realised it was a little bit too difficult, so the player was more attainable, and if you won the Gauntlet, you'd get some extra packs, which I think was a nice way to do it, because like the player was never like that elite tier, but it's a nice, fun thing to play for, and if you win it, great, you get the packs. And I think that's kind of how it's been up until this, and then they've suddenly gone, yeah, you've gone from not winning, you don't have to win it at all to get the player, to you've got to go back to back 3 times. You've got to win 5 games in a row 3 times to get this Eto. I think it's a bit of a jump up from what we've been used to. But you know what?
The actual packs they're giving out, though, are ridiculous. Like, if you complete this and you complete all the objectives, for the audio listeners who are listening right now, I'm going to reel off just the packs. You're looking at a 1 times 4 85 plus for winning 3 matches in a single round. If you complete everything, you're probably looking, I would say, over probably 1 million coins worth of packs. If you take it all in, the 1 times 93 plus Festival of Foot Team 2 players pack, you get 1 4 times 90 plus pack, multiple 88 pluses, multiple 89 plus guarantees. There's a lot of reward in here if you are a player of that skill level, Dan.
I mean, I think even if you're not, I think if you don't think you can win it, it's probably still worth playing some of these. Like, I think you win 3 games out of the 5, you get 485. I mean, it's not great, but it's for 3 games. The cosmetic evolution is the national pride, so you can put that on anyone, give them the custom play styles. Really nice for building an Evo up from the bottom. I don't mind it. Like, I think we've got to get to a point where we do put these elite cards behind or like gatekeep them in a way. You can't have everyone running. You can't have everyone running around with this Eto in June.
And that's the question I'm going to ask: is Eto RSD Ricky elite enough to warrant the reward? Because I think a lot of people, when they looked at this, thought, "Wow, he looks incredible." They then have a deeper dive into it and go, "Maybe I'm not going to have FOMO from this Eto."
I think it's one of those where if you're good enough to get the card, you should get the card, if that makes sense. Like, he is very, very good. Obviously, realistically, he has 3 playstyle pluses. Like, Power Shot is not a playstyle plus that's really usable. So he's still a 3 playstyle plus card for me, personally. He's missing he's missing Pinged, which isn't too bad on a striker, but he's missing Game Changer as well. Yes. So he's missing 2 core playstyles, so he isn't the perfect card. But I used the Foot Birthday while I was playing tournaments and stuff, and that card was unbelievable. So I would love to know how this card moves. So I feel like this card is going to be very good.
In terms of a reward, Dan, I feel like they've been giving out a lot recently. We've talked about this a lot. The team you can build from just playing the game, if you are a good player and not spending a penny, but completing all the objectives, completing the tokens, for example, to get a Pearl or 96 rated Pearl or from the rewards in the tokens or whatever it may be, you can put together a pretty incredible team. I feel like they've been quite lenient, really, in the quote-unquote reward players this year.
And especially at this time of the year, but I don't know whether it's like they want people to just play the game now, and it finally feels like you're being rewarded for playing the game. A lot of the times we play them like, I'm getting packs, but the only way to get these good players is to maybe go to the store or stock up for a while. Whereas now you can, obviously we've got to wait a few weeks for the Maradona, but it's a free Maradona just for like a few hours every week, which I think is ridiculous. The Hugo Sanchez last
so much downvoted. Sorry to jump in there. It just caught me off guard. I mean, it's it's not enjoyed by the community. I mean, I think I actually think the FUTBIN likes to dislike ratio is a good indicator of where the community stand on things.
I do think
is that about right? 2 in 10 are probably going to get this Eto.
I was about to say, I think that's kind of what what I would be expecting the amount of people to complete. Like the ones that are downvoting are the ones that are like, this is too hard, or I really wanted the Eto and it's just not attainable. And the ones that are voting it are, they can get the card. It's a good card. I would say that's probably fair. Like, 2 in 10, 20% of people probably get this card. But it's, I don't mind it. I don't mind gatekeeping these like top rewards. And like, I know I'm not good enough to get them. I'm not going to simp. I'm not going to be able to go back to back in 3 gauntlets, especially with them being 5 games now. But I don't mind it. Yeah.
A player that is very easy to get, very quickly while we're talking about players in objectives, Alawairan, he became eligible this week as part of the long-standing Journey of Nations objectives. And I think you said, Dan, it can take you can do it in an hour. Like, it's super quick.
I think because there's also a first 2 live event now, so you can get this done even quicker than Sanchez the week before.
Yeah,
I think it's like 10 games. If you can combine it right and use the right players in the squad, you can get it all done within like an hour. And it's
in terms of an actual player, Ricky. From a gameplay perspective, he has a lot of good things going for him. This Alawairan.
He is very, very fast. Like, he's got everything as like that you want: quick step, rapid. My only issues for me is 4-star, 4-star. Yeah. You know what I mean? We're in June. You know what I mean? Let's get at least 5-star one of them. But no, he is very, very, very quick. So I like for a free card, so to speak, and it's not very difficult. It's a little bit time consuming, not much, probably like an hour. But like for a free card, he's very, very good.
Yeah, absolutely. What's your take on sort of just these objectives in general? I mean, Maradona as an overall reward. We talked about it last week. Mm-hmm. It's pretty incredible, really. There's a couple of things that he's missing, but we have some devastation in the background there. The Maradona item itself, to have this in what probably is it going to be 3.5 weeks, Dan? I think we worked out. He goes into everyone's team straight away. Whether or not he stays in everyone's team is a different story, but he goes straight into the squad.
I see. For me, I think definitely for most people he will. For me, I'm a perfectionist. I see no low driven, I get a bit upset. That's my only issue. Obviously, because I'm trying to play the highest, the most highest rewards. So without low driven for me, because I use low driven so much, I'll definitely give him a go, 100%. And if I can get away with not using low driven, I will, because the card is insane even without it. But the slight issue, low driven.
Probably prefer make Cam rather than striker.
Yeah, if I was going to use him, I'd play him at Cam.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, last things last. If that's a phrase. Let's jump on to some of these upgrades, Dan, because I know we've been keeping a close eye on them. The one thing I will say, EA have seemed pretty quick with getting these cards upgraded, which I give credit to them, because I can imagine that their office right now over in Vancouver is probably very hectic with FC27 right around the corner, and also a lot of live content with FC26. However, some of the upgrades that they've been giving out are quite funny. I think Florian Wirtz is the one in particular that did tickle a lot of people for the simple fact he had 98 short passing. What was the upgrade they gave him? To 99. But yeah, I think we're just going to run through a few of these. Out of all the upgrades, which do you sort of like the best so far we've seen, Dan?
I quite like I think it's both Jimenez and Amad have gone to 99 finishing, which I think was quite nice. It's a good enough bump. I think Jimenez gone +6 on finishing, which I guess like a really pretty cheap card. He's 30ish K. Mexico are my dark horses for the World Cup, so I'm backing Jimenez all the way. And Amad was a token reward for like 100 tokens. I think what the first one we got is +5 finishing. They're really significant upgrades, I think. Consider for what we're going to get anyway. As much like the 99 stat was always going to be we're upgrading something probably like between 5 and 10. And then on some of the cards, like I said, with Verts, they're going to find something that's a 98 and up it to a 99. So I think anything that you're looking at like a +5 to +10 on any of these is a really good upgrade. I think it was...
we got Ferguson, who got short passing, which I thought were a nice one. He's now up to 95 to 99 at +4. The biggest one so far was Isaac.
Yes.
He got a huge curve boost, I think it was. Yeah. 85 curve to 99 curve, which shows that they're happy to do it if the stat doesn't show too much. I've only watched... I'm speaking to two World Cup... I don't know what the correct word is here. Enthusiasts. I've not watched every game. Are they increasing the attribute on how much of a performance that attribute had in the game? For example, did Isaac score a finesse shot? Was his goal a finesse?
It was like a low-driven finesse, like...
Yeah.
It was at the goalie as well. The goalie carried it in, but...
Are they improving the stat on the actual performance, is what I'm saying? Or is it just a random... let's just pick a stat, do you think?
Ahmad and Jimenez both scored. I've got plus finish and finishing, so like maybe. I think with Verts, he probably got an assist. I know Musiala. Did Musiala get an upgrade in passing as well? I know he got an assist.
Finishing because he scored.
He scored, didn't he? Yeah. I think he got a goal. So even if it's not all of them, I'd like to think that most of these are going to get upgrades based on performance. I know they said the star performers that haven't arrived yet. Apparently we were meant to be getting star performers that have play styles based on their performance in game. Not seen them yet. Aaron Kunda kind of ran past like 3 defenders and outpaced them all, so the pace will make sense for him. Yeah.
Do we just sort of? I'm going to round up here because we're coming towards the end of the podcast. I've got a couple of World Cup questions, and sort of one of them related to content, one of them just in general about the World Cup. Are we happy with what EA have done so far with the, I'll say, limited restrictions that they've got with what they can actually say, what they can actually post? Obviously, we're probably not going to see any dynamic images. We're probably not going to see many. Obviously, there's no World Cup mentions. Where do we feel, Dan? I'll come to you first. Like, do we feel like EA are doing as much as they possibly can?
I think so. Like, obviously, I know we all wanted a World Cup game mode. And I think we spoke last week. We saw a few posts on socials going around that are like, this is what we really wanted, and people getting really nostalgic over it. Realistically, that was never going to happen. Like, as much as we wanted it to, that was never going to be the case. But I think, given what they can do, I think we're kind of getting everything. What I would like to see is maybe some more showdowns to do with the games. I presume we'll get that once we get into the knockouts a bit more. Like, I think we've had 4 from group games. I know England have one tonight with Livramento, but I would have liked to see more, but that's kind of the only complaint I've got. The star performers as well, I would like to see them a bit sooner after the games. I'm kind of assuming they're going to come as like a team after like match day 1, and we'll do that for every match day. Yeah, I would kind of like them to come out maybe with the Path to Glory upgrades. So when you're upgrading the, I don't know who scored for, let's say they're upgrading the Odegaard today. They also drop the star performer Haaland at the same time, rather than waiting a week and then it's kind of not as relevant. But it might be a bit
games in this World Cup
to lose track of
repetitive.
Yeah,
like we might end up with 3 star performer Mbappes by the end of the World Cup. Like, as much as I would like them to do that, I don't think they can. For the Messi scored a hat-trick last night. Haaland scored 2. Mbappe scored 2.
You're going to put all 3 of them in packs.
Yeah, they just can't do that.
I think it might be end of the group and we get a star performer in a team of the tournament sort of style.
I think so, yeah. Ricky, a final question. You've watched a lot of the World Cup. Who do you like? Who do you fancy? We'll end on a football conversation.
We haven't seen all the teams yet, though. That's the issue.
No, I've still got the winners yet.
Yeah. Well, Portugal. France were looking... The second half of France game, I couldn't believe it. That front 4 is the most lethal attack I've seen in the last 12 years, I'd say. So, if it's not England, I'm going to go France, I think.
Dan? Who's been your surprise? Who have you liked watching? I know you've watched. I think you stayed up late with Tunisia, a little 5 a.m. job.
Tunisia, Sweden. That was a 5 a.m. Australia, Turkey was a 5 a.m. as well. Australia looked really good. Turkey essentially battered them, and they just kept them away. I think Australia had like 2 or 3 shots and scored 2 goals. It was a really good defensive performance. I don't think they'll go too far with that, but it was a fun watch. But yeah, I think I'll stick with England. I've said that for however many episodes.
Spain weren't good, were they?
Spain was shocking. I love Ferran Torres. He is one of my favourite players outside of City, but he was
bad.
He was, and I've seen people with money on him to win the Golden Boot, and I'm like, you just got to take the hit at that point.
Cash out now. Take your £1 back.
Yeah,
and try and get out of there. But no, it's World Cup fever certainly, and I think it's only going to enhance after England do play later this evening as of recording against 0-0 draw. Ricky, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us. Where can people find more of you and your content?
I stream mostly on Twitch, RSD_. I'm basically live every day. Champs, Gauntlet, Rivals, whatever. Just a lot of EAFC content.
There you go. Dan, we'll be back next week where hopefully we'll have plenty more World Cup conversations. I think by the time we record next week, there could be a world in which some of the players have finished their groups. Maybe if we record later in the week. Yeah. So
plenty. See them top the group and have that upgrade confirmed.
Sorry, someone came in my room. Sorry.
plenty of World Cup content to consume, and also everything that is reflecting EAFC in-game. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for listening, whatever platform you're on. If you can, give us a 5-star review and let us know down below who you think is going to win the World Cup. We'll be back next week for another episode of the award-winning FUTBIN Pod. Take care. See you soon.